That breaking news tonight, the man wanted for killing a Meraux man over the weekend with a machete made a similar attack in Shreveport today. 2 employees at Oxnard LSU Health were stabbed this afternoon by a knife-wielding man. Several women came outside of the hospital identifying themselves as relatives of the man who say he stabbed his mother in the head with a machete. Shreveport police would only say it was a, quote, large knife and that he was driving an older model green Saturn SUV. They also did not confirm the relationship between the victim and the attacker. The woman and the other employees' injuries are not considered life-threatening. That man is still on the run tonight. Stay with WWLTV on air and online for the very latest in this developing story.